The beginning of a legacy, 1955. Steve Jobs was born on February 24, 1955. His birthplace was San Francisco, California. He was adopted shortly after birth by Paul and Clara Jobs. They lived a simple life in Mountain View. This area would later be known as Silicon Valley. Growing up, Steve was fascinated by electronics. He loved taking things apart and putting them back together. His father, a mechanic, encouraged his curiosity. Paul taught Steve basic electronics in their garage. Steve's childhood experiences sparked a passion for technology. This passion would shape his destiny. He was destined to change the world with his revolutionary ideas. Steve was a bit of a rebel in school. He wasn't the type to follow the rules blindly or conform to the expectations set by his teachers and peers. He was bright, but easily bored. Traditional classroom settings couldn't contain his restless spirit or his boundless curiosity. He often got into trouble for his mischievous antics. His teachers saw him as a troublemaker, but his friends knew there was more to him than met the eye. Despite this, he possessed a sharp intellect and a thirst for knowledge. He would spend hours reading books on subjects that fascinated him, from electronics to literature. He attended Homestead High School in Cupertino. It was here that his journey took a significant turn. There he met Steve Wozniak, a computer whiz. Wozniak's technical skills complemented Jobs' visionary ideas. The two Steves bonded over their shared love for electronics. They would spend countless hours tinkering with gadgets and dreaming up new inventions. They were destined to become partners in a venture that would change the world. Their collaboration was the beginning of something extraordinary. After graduating high school in 1972, Jobs enrolled at Reed College in Oregon. It was a place known for its liberal arts education and unconventional approach to learning. His time there was brief. The structured environment of college didn't suit his free-spirited nature. He dropped out after just one semester. But dropping out didn't mean the end of his education. However, he continued to audit classes that interested him, including calligraphy. He believed in following his passions, no matter where they led. This experience would later influence Apple's user-friendly design aesthetics. The elegance and precision of calligraphy left a lasting impression on him, shaping the way he approached design and technology. In 1976, two young visionaries, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, embarked on a journey that would revolutionize the world of technology. They founded Apple Computer, a company that would soon become synonymous with innovation and creativity. Operating out of the modest confines of the Jobs family garage in Mountain View, California, they began their ambitious project. This unassuming garage would become the birthplace of one of the most influential companies in history. The name Apple was inspired by Jobs' favorite fruit, symbolizing simplicity and approachability. This choice reflected their vision of making technology accessible to everyone. Their first creation, the Apple I, was a rudimentary circuit board. It lacked a case, keyboard or monitor, but it was a significant step forward in personal computing. Initially, the Apple I was aimed at hobbyists and electronics enthusiasts who were eager to explore the potential of this new technology. Steve Wozniak, the engineering genius behind the hardware, poured his heart and soul into the design and functionality of the Apple I. Meanwhile, Steve Jobs, the charismatic visionary, recognized the broader potential of their creation. He saw a future where personal computers would be an integral part of everyday life. Jobs' persuasive skills convinced Wozniak to transform their hobbyist project into a marketable product. Together, they refined the Apple I and prepared it for sale. In 1977, they launched the Apple II, a groundbreaking machine that would change the landscape of personal computing forever. The Apple II was one of the first personal computers to achieve commercial success. It brought computing power to the masses and opened up new possibilities for both work and play. With its color display and user-friendly design, the Apple II set a new standard for what personal computers could be. It was not just a tool for enthusiasts, but a device that anyone could use. The Apple II's massive success catapulted Apple into the spotlight, establishing it as a major player in the burgeoning personal computer market. This was just the beginning of Apple's journey to becoming a tech giant. In 1984, Apple introduced the Macintosh. It was a revolutionary computer. It featured a graphical user interface and a mouse. This made it incredibly user-friendly. It was a radical departure from the command line interfaces of other computers at the time. The Macintosh was marketed with an iconic Super Bowl ad. The ad, directed by Ridley Scott, portrayed the Macintosh as a tool of liberation against conformity. The Macintosh was a critical and commercial success. It cemented Apple's reputation as a leader in innovation. However, internal conflicts and slow sales led to Jobs' departure from Apple in 1985. Section 5. A temporary setback. Jobs' departure from Apple was a difficult period. He was forced out of the company he had founded, but he didn't let this setback deter him. He was determined to prove himself again. He founded Next, a computer company that targeted higher education and business markets. Next computers were technologically advanced. They introduced innovative technologies like the Objective-C programming language and the Digital Signal Processor, or DSP. Section 6. The Next Chapter and a Pixar Adventure. While Next struggled to achieve commercial success, Jobs acquired a small animation studio called Pixar in 1986. He saw its potential in the world of computer animation. He invested heavily in the company. Pixar, under Jobs' guidance, produced groundbreaking animated films. Films like in 1995 and in 2003 captivated audiences worldwide. Pixar's success not only established Jobs as a visionary leader, but also showcased his ability to recognize and foster creativity. Section 7. The Return of a Legend. In 1997, a struggling Apple on the verge of bankruptcy brought Steve Jobs back. His return was met with both skepticism and excitement. He was tasked with reviving the company he had founded. Jobs quickly took charge. He streamlined Apple's product line. He refocused the company on innovation and design. Under his leadership, Apple introduced a series of iconic products. Section 8. The Dawn of a Mobile Revolution. In 2001, Apple released the iPod. This small, portable device was a game-changer in the world of music. It was a portable digital audio player that revolutionized the way people listened to music. No longer were people tied to bulky CD players or limited by the number of songs they could carry. The iPod, with its sleek design and intuitive user interface, quickly became a cultural phenomenon. It wasn't just a device, it was a statement, a symbol of the new digital age. The iPhone, released in 2007, was a game-changer. It took the world by storm, redefining what a mobile phone could be. It was not just a phone. It was a device that combined multiple functionalities into one sleek package. It was a revolutionary mobile device. The iPhone brought together a mobile phone, a widescreen iPod, and an internet communication device, all in one. It combined a mobile phone, a widescreen iPod, and an internet communication device. This convergence of technology meant that people could now carry their entire digital world in their pocket. In 2010, Apple introduced the iPad. This new device was neither a phone nor a traditional computer, but something entirely new. This tablet computer further revolutionized mobile computing. It offered a larger screen and more powerful capabilities than a smartphone, while still being portable and easy to use. It offered a new way to experience the web, email, photos, videos, and more. The iPad became a versatile tool for both work and play, changing the way people interacted with technology on a daily basis. Section 9. The Legacy of a Visionary. Steve Jobs resigned as Apple's CEO in August 2011 due to health reasons. He passed away on October 5, 2011, at the age of 56. His death was met with an outpouring of grief from around the world. Jobs left behind a legacy of innovation and creativity. He transformed not just the technology industry, but also the way we live, work and play. His products and his vision continue to inspire millions around the world. Section 10. A Timeless Inspiration. Steve Jobs was a complex and often controversial figure. He was known for his demanding personality and his relentless pursuit of perfection. However, he was also a visionary leader. He inspired his employees to create products that were both beautiful and functional. Jobs believed in the power of technology to change the world. He showed us that design matters. He taught us to think differently. His legacy will continue to inspire generations to come. He will be remembered as one of the greatest innovators of our time.